in charge. I don't care what.
You have to reach to the front of the line. You have to use your mind. You have to reach to become a student before you could teach. Let's reach and open our minds to the power of spoken word. Power of spoken word with Paul. Power of spoken word with Paul. Power of spoken word with Paul.
Hey, free thinkers, back at the kitchen table. As you know, it's always a kitchen table conversation. So the other day, I'm looking at the TV and they brought out the big guns. They brought out President Obama. And President Obama is speaking about we should support why black men should support Kamala Harris. And for them to bring out the big guns, that means that this race is close. So don't listen to the media. For them to bring him out, that means it's real close, and they got to bring him out. But my issue is that they have relied on everybody else but the black man. Okay, they relied on everybody else. Our votes, they weren't even trying to get our votes because they thought they had it in the bag. So they weren't even trying to get our votes. So then President Obama said, some of you guys have been to college with me, so he doesn't understand. Well, I haven't been to college with him, so I don't understand what he's talking about. But I know that I've been working very hard to support my family, on a civil servant job, been there for almost 37 years. And I had to work my way up to be where I'm at. So to hear him say, we're not supporting her because she's a black woman and we should support black women. You see, the issue that I'm having here, Mr. President Obama, is that all the social programs that was put in place, none was put in place for black men. And let's not make this about a black man and a white man, a black and white issue. Let's make it about American and men issue, right? So you guys have put so many things in place to take care of women, but none for men. We have no place to go if we lose our jobs. We just, either we're in the streets or we find something different. But you guys have constructed all these social programs for women, right? So if you construct all these social programs for women, and then we have the media coming in and, basically pushing that narrative, and then we hear the music saying, they could do all better by themselves. We have women calling men dusty, okay? You have women calling men out their names, low life bums. But you see, if we can't take care of our family and there's no jobs available, what do you want us to do? So here you are now asking for our votes, right? Men votes, but they're trying to do this thing to make it a race thing. The Democrats always push the race card, and then they tell you they determine what's racist, right? Because they could say things and it's not considered racist when they say it, but anybody else say it, it's racist. But when you push forward a racist platform and you say stuff like we're the only ones could help you, what do you mean we're the only ones could help you? The Democrats was in office for 8 years. Then they got a break and President Trump came in, and then they went back in, but nothing was done in those 12 years to support men. So now they're trying to divide us again and say, black men. Men, period. And let's make it a buck, right? Americans. They always come with a divide and conquer tactics that we think that we shouldn't, we shouldn't stay together. So we're not voting, or you feel like we're not voting because we don't like her. We're not voting because we see that there has been nothing done in 12 years under you guys' leadership. Nothing was put in place for Americans for 12 years. But you guys always show up with a photo op and things that you guys could do, but nothing ever happens. So that's not why we're not voting for the person that you're pushing. That's not why. And then just a thought, when I got married, my wife took my last name. And most men, when they get married, their wife take their last name. How come the vice president didn't take her husband's last name? Just asking. Just asking. What is his last name? Why didn't she take his last name? But you see, everything that's being pushed have nothing to do with advancing men. You guys push all these social programs, right? But nothing include for men. So if you don't go to college and you decide you want to go to a trade school, nothing is put in place for men. So ask yourselves, if you want another 4 years, what do you have in place so that men could support their family instead of making women head a household and now put men in the back burner? You get where I'm going with this? If you want us to lead our family, then they have to have structures in place for us to lead our family, instead of you put the women in front of us to lead, and then the backlash is they talk down to us like we're dogs. Some women, not all women, some women. So whether you win or lose this election, just remember that you did not put the right curriculum in place to get the support from men. Free thinkers, think freely at it before you vote.